Hello, my name is Trenton Hoshiko, and today's cinematography video is about making a floor-level light stand that is secure, cheap, and super easy to make. Sometimes called a pigeon stand, I prefer the pun of my own creation, baby on board. But either way, this is a great way to safely get a light right underneath an actor to light backgrounds from the bottom, or, just to do anything where you need a light really close to the floor. And it does that without actually leaving the lamp on the floor, which I've seen people do. And that can be a tripping hazard, that can be a fire hazard, and it can just damage your lamp more easily. Not a great method.
To make the pigeon stand, you will need a baby plate. I prefer the 3 or 6 inch model for proximity to the floor, one square board about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch thick, and 12 to 24 inches on each side. I like to use plywood for this, and 4 to 8 appropriately long screws. Tools you'll need are a drill, a screwdriver, a ruler or straight edge, a square, and a pencil or marker. Please don't forget to wear ear protection while using power tools.
If you want to make several of these pigeon stands, or if you have other uses for plywood, you can buy larger sheets of the wood and then cut it down to size for a better unit price. And some stores will even cut the wood for you right there in the store. Remember that the larger the base for the pigeon stand, the more stable this setup will be. The cost here is pretty straightforward and relatively inexpensive. The plate's going to cost you about $15 with tax and shipping, and the board will cost you, depending on your location, somewhere between $15 and $35 with tax. You can get these from local construction supply stores like Lowe's or Home Depot or something local to you. I actually had this piece of plywood already lying around. I've included links in the description to actually show you all of the materials and tools that you might need. Some of these are affiliate links that help out the channel.
This is a very simple build, but we want to do it right, so let's plan it out. First, we need to measure the baby plate. This one is 3.1 by 5.9 inches. Now we need to measure our board. To find where our edges need to be, we subtract our plate width from the board width, and then we do the same for the length. Finally, divide that value by 2 to find the offset from each edge. Now we can draw on our board. Let's first start by getting our center by dividing the length and width by 2, and then marking those positions on the edge and drawing the lines with a straight edge. And we can draw in the plate offsets.
Now you should be left with a crosshairs for the center of your board and a well-formed rectangle where the plate will sit. Now, getting that center as close to the center of your board helps maximize the balance and prevent further tipping. Although, with the whole setup being so close to the ground, tipping over is a much smaller worry than with conventional light stands.
Now it's time to position your plate and mark the screw holes. Drill the holes out and test the plate to make sure they line up. With your holes drilled out, you can now use the screws to attach the plate. And that's it! You might notice in the video that one of my screw heads came off, so that second hole really came in handy. I put a few furniture foam feet. I put a few furniture feet foam furniture feet.
That's a hard thing to say.
I put a few foam furniture feet on mine to help make sure that it doesn't scratch any of the floors that it could go on, and to make sure that if it's bumped, we have some slide protection in place. To test it out, place your light, lock it down, and always remember to put sandbags on the board for stability and to ensure it doesn't move or slide. Now for some examples.
This is a pretty simple build that gets you a valuable tool. If you only need it for a short amount of time, you can even take the baby plate off afterwards and use it somewhere else later. It's very flexible. This whole build took me less than about 30 minutes to assemble, and for a grand total of only around $40. If you like filmmaking and cinematography DIY videos like this one, please give the video a like to help me with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for upcoming videos about tools for cinematography, lighting, and micro-budget filmmaking. You can support these videos at patreon.com/TrentonHoshiko, or find affiliate links to the products and tools discussed in this video down in the video's description. You can also follow me on Twitter at Trenton_Hoshiko, and there you can learn a lot less about cinematography and a lot more about my cats. But most of all, be kind to somebody this week.